And we are back. It's one of those things where I'm trying to see what level I'm on in my faction. I think it says 48, if I'm reading that correct. The reason I'm clicking retry, honestly, is just because I forgot what character variation I just said. I think it was the Hollywood, right? It was. I just realized that when you pause, it tells you which direction you're facing. That's super cool.
Cassie Cage.
Oh, yeah, you know what? Let me get her a nice, cool costume.
Cassie Cage.
Let me be a brawler.
Ermac.
You know what? Earlier when I factored in that it was going to take me 4 hours to complete this, I was forgetting about all that time I spent practicing as Kotal Khan. So honestly, that's probably was like 20 minutes of that. So it's more like 40 minutes for.
Round one, fight.
So yeah, that's a fact. I imagine it'll probably be like just over 2 hours is the amount, you know. Alright. So I did do the bubble head. Down, forward, down, back, circle. Perfect. So this is it for Cassie. I've won with every variation of her. I can't wait to see who it is that I'm missing. I have no idea who it could possibly be.
Fatality. Jackie Briggs.
Jackie will be high tech. High tech Jackie Briggs.
Boraicho.
Oh, Boraicho, I actually like him. I think his character design in this game is just too plain. Just too boring. I think they should give him some more flamboyant outfits, some callback. I could have. It would be a lot of fun coming up with like DLC costumes for all the characters. They you know. It's one of those things where it's like when it comes to like a DLC character being in the game, it's the kind of thing where it's like I feel like they should feel like a regular character. They should feel like they should belong. You know what I mean? And it's like that's why I hate how it's like the DLC characters don't have any alternate costumes. Also, the alternate costumes are like very just kind of what's the way of putting it? They're very in this game they're very hold on. They're not dueled out evenly. Forward, down, back. Like, there are some characters who, like, only have, like, 2 outfits, and there's other characters who have, like, 5 or 6, you know? Like, you know... Honestly, I think, like, 4 is a good number. Like, I think 3 is, like, the bare minimum. Like, they have 3 different costumes. You're like, alright. And then 4 is like, okay, they're going pretty above and beyond. So I think 4 is the number to really, like, make me go, wow, they have a great selection of character costumes, you know?
Jackie Briggs.
Shotgun variation. Not really much to talk about. I've seen right now in the news. I'm trying to think when this is going to air. This is probably going to air like late March. Right now it's early March. Right now in the news, Russia's invading Ukraine. That's some shit right there.
Round one.
Another historical event that I'm currently living through, and you know, I don't know what's going to happen with that. I hope when we look back at that, we're like, wow, so grateful things turned out great, but you know. It was giving me anxiety for a while, because anytime what I do with my social media is I just avoid all negative shit. Like, I don't follow the news, I don't follow anyone who's like always talking politics or anything negative. I literally just like follow like... Let me just do my finishing move and I'll continue. So we're going to do fist pumps. Forward, down, back, circle. That's not the one I just did, is it? That's the one I just did. Back, forward, triangle. On social media, I only follow, like, positive things, like, I follow, like, comedians, pro wrestlers, and, like, porn stars. That's, like, it. Like, that's who I follow. And oh, I've also been following more like artists and creators and shit too. I come across, but the way I do it, it's like if you start saying like negative shit, you know what I mean, like stuff that puts me in a foul mood, I'm just gonna like mute them, you know. And that's not a dig at them. I'm not saying they're bad or anything. It's just like that's just not what I use social media for, you know. And like, you know, I don't try to follow the news because the news is depressing. There's nothing you can do about it. Like right now, there's really nothing I can do about the Ukraine. You know what I mean? And so like hearing about it's just upsetting. But on social media, that was all everyone was talking about. I mean, and rightly so. I'm not like judging them or criticizing them for doing that. It's just like, again, that's not why I go on social media. Because reading the news, because honestly, like, just who I am as a person, the news will make me depressed, and when I'm depressed, I'm unmotivated. When I'm unmotivated, I don't do shit. Nothing gets done, you know what I mean? And I've just been super productive lately, and I want to get more and more done all the time. Alright, let me just finish her. So we'll do forward, down, back, circle. So, you know, that was taking its toll on me, so I ended up deleting, like, all social media off my phone. And it was, like, such, like, a relief, you know what I mean? Like,
Fatality.
a cloud was lifted. Like, the anxiety was gone instantly, because it's like, you know, if that's all you're seeing all the time, the world is such a scary, awful place, you know? And don't get me wrong, it still is, but it's like, now it's not fucking with my head, you know? The world has a lot of complex problems, and in many ways is completely fucked and fucked up, but I'm not the guy to fix it, so I'm not going to concern myself with that, you know what I mean? Like, that's just my philosophy and shit, you know? And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong if you do. I'm not saying those guys are bad people, or they have the wrong philosophy, or they're wasting their life or not. I would never say that. That's awesome that you do that. That's just not who I am. You know what I mean? You do you. Like, I think, what's it called? I think the world, like, the world functions best when everyone does their own role together, you know? And my role is I'm a comedian, and I make stupid content. Down, forward, down, back, triangle. Down, forward, down. So yeah, you know, that's just what's been going on here.
Fatality.
Other than that, you know, my TikTok followers have pretty much at this point, I think that they basically leveled out, you know what I mean? Like, this is true. I got, like, the majority of my followers from that one video that I posted that kind of went a little viral, I guess. I got the majority of my followers from that. Then after Halloween, it had, like, another resurgence where it got a bunch of more views for a little bit, and then it stopped. And it seems like every once in a while the algorithm will pick it up and it'll get a couple hundred views or whatever. You know, with that a couple subscribers or whatever. But for the most part, it hasn't been that big since, you know? Okay, I hate that move. That move's not helping me. Oh, that's cool, brutality. That's cool, like that could have been a fatality in and of itself, but everyone's always trying to push the shit, you know? So that was the second Kung Jin. And I'm not really mad about getting any brutalities, just cause, wait, that's right, I want a certain outfit. Maybe the marksman. Just my Green Arrow cosplay.
Baron Black.
But, yeah, I'm not mad about getting brutalities, because it's still an achievement I still have to get the brutality achievement. You have to get, like, 30 brutalities or some shit. And it's the kind of thing where it's like, I got so much playing to do that I feel like these are gonna occur naturally. So there's no point in just, like, grinding them, you know what I mean? Like, there's no point in... like, trying to get them all. Alright, that's it for today's episode. Tune in next time, babies. Bye.